Peace to the family. It's Brother Polite, and I will be joined by one of our highly esteemed guests, Minister Inky, most recently known as Green Screen David Banner. But today he will not have the green screen. We have taken the cape away from him, and now you will just see him as Minister Inky. And he'll be here very shortly with us, as you heard him, as we conduct this very powerful presentation on the sick people in our community. We have to talk about it.
Hold on, Pete. What's the email address?
We have to talk about it. brotherpolite45@gmail.com. Okay. I also want y'all to know that I do have a club. Now I do have, well, at least I have a stake in the club. Today, I'll be having a special party. If you want to come out to it, we'll be in West Hollywood tonight. You just email me at brotherpolite45@gmail.com, and I'll send you the address on private invite. Why is it private? Because I have a lot of, it's an upscale event. And we're coming out. We're coming out with all the slick cars and everything. If you went to my Facebook Live, facebook.com/brotherpolite, you will see that I just got me a new toy with butterfly doors or swan doors. Yeah, the doors go upward. So I had the suicide doors that come out this way. Now I got the swan doors. It's a good look, family. It's a very, very good look. But nonetheless, we'll be out here partying tonight, celebrating life. And my goal is just to get conscious people to intermingle with people who may not be that conscious, and then endeavor to raise their awareness about very important issues that's plaguing our community, that oftentimes are people that like to contribute to the hip hop community or patronize the patrons of the hip hop community. They unfortunately in bulk, or there's a large populace of them that do not a high political or social cognizance. So I just want to take the time out just to let you all know that that is the goal. The goal is to merge or blend in with our people and see if we can potentially heighten their awareness about very pertinent issues. However, today we're going to be talking to you about sick people in our community. And this is not to be said in order to disrespect anybody. The reality is we are sick, we are plagued. And in light of this sickness or this plague, is manifesting the disease, the dis-ease, the discomfort that exists within us all is manifesting as slander, as backbiting, as violence, as laziness. Yes, this is what the diseases are doing to us in our community. If cancer could talk, I oftentimes say if cancer could talk, it would probably curse you out. If diabetes could talk, what would it say? It would probably push you with a baby stroller to get on a train. If AIDS can talk through a person, it'd probably have someone online defaming somebody's character for a living, video after video. These are all signs of sicknesses. These are byproducts of sicknesses. And so today we wanted to talk to you all about how you can be able to make a determination that that which is transpiring within somebody is clearly registering in our existence as the social ills that we identify as slandering, backbiting, violence, yelling, screaming, stress, anxiety. The only reason these things exist is because something is transpiring within you that has gone unaddressed for entirely too long. We hand it over to the good, I was gonna say the good doctor. You know, doctor merely means teacher. Think about that. So we're gonna hand it over to the good doctor. We're gonna hand it over to Minister Inky. We want him to share his perspective on what he sees taking place in the community and how to potentially pinpoint disease, or at least establish the fact that the behavior corresponds with disease that's going unnoticed.
There's a very intimate link between the mental body in the physical body. And although, especially within the conscious community, people get deep and they talk about how illness can be in the mind first and then register in the physical body, they don't realize that many of our ancient art forms in terms of martial arts, chi building, etc., many of these things were based on the inverse relationship, meaning physically touch your magnetic field known as your mind, but you can augment it through the physical body. And what I mean by that is simple. The same way disease present in the mind manifests in the body, disease present in the body will manifest in the mind. And what we see taking place now is a unprecedented amount of people beginning to try to escape reality because they're giving up on themselves. They're giving up on themselves, and what you see is self-hate evolving, meaning in order for somebody to recognize that a person becomes successful to any degree in any field based on sheer hard work and determination, in order for you to recognize that, you have to also, in that same moment, examine yourself and say, maybe I'm not where I want to be in my chosen field because I'm not working hard enough. I don't have enough determination. I don't have enough ambition. My vision may not be big enough. I may not be surrounded by people to complement what it is that I'm trying to do for myself, my family, and my community. People have to tackle these big issues. And these are very big issues. And nobody wants to do that. So it's easier to say, oh man, that guy, he's looking successful because he's got to be scamming folks, because he couldn't have made it from where I came from and been successful. Hell no, because then that means that, wait a minute, why aren't I? No. He's down with Illuminati. He's scamming. He tricking. He did something gay. I hear so much excuses on a day-to-day basis. On why various people from various fields, LeBron James is now Illuminati. He's doing something homosexual with D-Wade. Like, it's crazy. The shit you hear from people to avoid their reality. And the one place where we're supposed to be cultivating a situation where we hold each other up and we provide each other with the tools to boost you up in your given field. So that way, wherever you are, we can begin to look exemplary. We can be the example. So people will want to come into consciousness. People will want to begin to become vegan, get healthy. They'll want to dig into the books. They'll want to dig into the real estate. They'll want to get into economics. They will want to shine because there's now a group of people saying, listen, we get ready to fucking lock arms until we fucking make it, period. We're not going to stop until we make it. We're not going to stop until we have something that we could pass on to our children that says we was fucking here and we was kicking ass here. We wasn't living in fear of, oh, what the Indian folks going to say. Oh, what the white folks going to do. Man, Polite, don't you get that car? They not going to let you have one of them cars now, Polite. You can't get one of them fancy cars and think, oh no, Inky, you can't open up a dip. You can't get a, you can't. No. We're going to push this thing forward. And if one business fail, we'll open up 2 more. If those businesses fail, we'll open up 4 more until we make it. Now you have people in this community, the conscious community, the community where it's really crazy because the people who are not suffering from this mental illness are suffering from cognitive fucking dissonance because the term consciousness means to be awoke. How can you be awoke and look for escapism? Oh man, this world is so hard. You know what? I just want somebody to take. Niggas are screaming for Calgon. Aliens have now become Calgon. Calgon, take me away. Take me away from this everyday grind. Take me away from this job. Take me away from this illness. I'm tired of suffering. Take me away from this work. The biggest problem I have now is that my children complain that I work too much. Period. If I'm not delivering a lecture, I'm researching and studying the next one. If I'm not doing that, I'm visiting a client in the hospital. I'm somewhere arguing with doctors. I'm somewhere on the phone with KT in the fucking jungle somewhere. He's pulling down new plants so I can sit in the house and synthesize a new formula. I'm on the phone with Polite trying to connect and see how we can bridge this marketing gap. Like, listen, Inky, you wouldn't believe it. They're interested not only in what we're teaching people, but they're ready to reach back into the community. Let's bring them back into the community. So then we start bringing these people back. We start bringing these people back. And what do we get? Chaos. Chaos. Look at Waka Flocka, for example. Changed his whole entire life around. Changed his whole life around. Changed his family's life around. Now he's using his platform to speak on change. We bring his mom into a live stream so that the community can talk directly to this man's mother. Yeah. Chaos. People talking about, yo, you, Inky, are you sure you believe in God? Do you believe in spirituality? Are you guys confused? Do you think that there's a doctrine on this planet, a successful one, that teaches that you're not supposed to be successful here? Do you believe in God? That's my question to you. Do you believe in God? And if you do you think your God put you here to be poor, impoverished, sick, and suffer? And if your answer is yes to that question, then we don't see eye to eye. We don't have anything in common. Period. So there's no need for you to dig deeper into my mind, because we are not alikes. I can scientifically prove that there are higher forces, and all of them have conspired for life to grow more diverse and complex. That takes work. Creation, the act of creation. Bullshit. That takes work. We have a brain designed through the eyes to gather and store information into the mind. That information in the mind is transferred through the plasma in the body via your mitochondria and the structured water in your cells to the histones. Those histones then speak to the DNA directly and tell the body how to build and change and grow for the environment. You are here to win. This is a massive illusion that you're living under. A massive illusion that you was put here to be in poverty. That there's not enough money to go around. There's not enough food to go around. There's not enough houses to go around. There's not enough plants to go around. There's not enough medicine to go around. There's not enough clothing to go around. There's not enough books for schools. There's not enough. There's not enough food. There's not enough. That entire doctrine that there is not enough is an illusion created by the very people that have too much. in fear, you coming to get yours. Consciousness means to be awoke. It means to stand on your square, stand on your feet, especially as a man. You don't run from your responsibilities as a father. You don't run from your responsibilities as a dad. You don't quit your job because it's too difficult. No. You learn what you need to learn. We in the best vehicles that we could be in. We're in the best vehicles possible on this planet. We are the only land animals that have the mitochondrial density of whales and dolphins. It's stored in our heart and our brain. See, all these people talking that evolution talk, they don't understand this science. They don't understand how crucial mitochondria is to every life form. They don't know that mitochondrial DNA determines the life form. They don't understand that. So when they say we somehow link with primates mitochondria is in their muscular skeletal system. It's not concentrated in their brain and heart. This is why advanced civilizations from the past, you didn't see any hieroglyphs of people looking like Ronnie Coleman or Arnold Schwarzenegger. No. They were developing the two important muscles in their body. Their brain and their heart. Their brain and their heart. The heart creates the mind. The brain gives us access to it. Consciousness is not for losers. Consciousness is not for weirdos that want to shrug away from life and escape. Go join the fucking pill poppers for that. Go join the pill poppers. Put a needle in your arm. Don't come into this community looking to escape. Your life's so hard. Only thing you looking for in consciousness is astral projection and all kinds of dumb shit. Aliens to take you somewhere else. The Quran said it best. The Quran said it best when dealing with outer space and aliens. Master your life on earth before you worry about space. Leave that up to Allah. I love that. That said it best. That summed up the proper sentiments. You got people worried about outer space, aliens that don't know how to communicate with their brother or their sister next door. You don't know how to communicate with your mama. You don't know how to communicate with your mama. You don't love your mama. How can you love your daughter? And you worried about space aliens. You can't even love your brother. Cats out here murdering, killing their brother, worried about aliens. Huh? Do you think an alien race of any kind would intermingle with you? And you can't even love your own kind? You don't honor and respect your ancestors. I don't care what the fuck you talking about on your Instagram page. If you don't honor and respect your temple, you don't honor and respect your body. That's why it's called the God Complex course. Outside of the God Complex being the most popular mental illness that doctors get. and it being the solution to being trapped into having your fate decided by somebody who has the God complex. A group of people that think they're gods here. And you disempowered because you have no choice but to be subject to them, their dictates, their rule, because you don't even know you. And you think you have knowledge of self. Consciousness has become a drug. And because the influx of people coming into the conscious community are not being brought into the community through the proper channels, these people are coming into the community with battle rap culture. You guys don't study. It's evident. You guys don't study. You didn't see what happened in the 60s and the 70s? What led to the 80s? The crack epidemic, the heroin epidemic? You obviously couldn't, because heroin is making a comeback.
Cut it out.
I told you niggas who made heroin. IG Farben designed heroin. IG Farben made Percocet. IG Farben made oxycodone, then made Oxycontin, which was a better delivery system on oxycodone to make you more addicted. Why do you think they put this shit in the community? Go to some affluent communities. You're not going to see a church and a fucking liquor store in every fucking corner. Because people in those communities are not looking to fucking escape. They're here getting busy, planning, strategizing on how to live good now in this lifetime and set their children up to do the same. They're thinking 3, 4, 5 generations deep. And you niggas are confused. The Illuminati's a trick. Oh, the world's gonna end. It's over. They're getting ready to start martial law next week. Polite. Why did you buy that car when martial law is around the corner? What are you niggas gonna do then when Donald Trump busts in and kicks in your door? You niggas are dumbasses. All of those things are designed to get you to stop planning for your child's future. Stop planning for your child's future, 4 or 5 generations in. I'm not teaching you how to run your body mechanically so that you can avoid life. No. We out here trying to live. I'm trying to give you the key so you can still enjoy your life without the pitfalls. You niggas done lost your mind. Now I got a small solution for you if you're in Cali tonight. Come on over to the Honeycomb Hideout. Turn up. Come to the Honeycomb Hideout and turn up so we can show you how brotherhood's supposed to look. Life is not just lessons. You got to live amongst your people. Your children should know my children if you're really about this life. Why? Because me and you going to go sooner or later. And they going to be here.
It's funny. What? Can't say it live.
Oh.
Yes. Hey, I'd like to thank the good Minister Inky for sharing that data with us. And so we got to talk about the sicknesses. And as I always tell you that there's a direct correlation between the food you eat and the way you respond to the world. So we know that the body really is designed to be addicted. This is real. Addiction is not necessarily a bad thing. It's what you're addicted to.
That's right.
The problem is we were designed to be addicted to life vicariously through sugar. And the reason why I say that is because the organs that are very crucial to you, with the exception of the heart for the most part, they demand sugar in order to facilitate in ways for them to work on your better behalf. And in order for you to get that sugar, you have to have a craving for sugar in order for that to happen. Now, you got different types of sugars. You know, you got your fructose, you got your
pomegranate seeds.
you got your fructose, your lactose, you know,
galactose.
The glucose, definitely galactose, very interesting amongst them. And so you have to consider the sugar inside of the greens versus the sugar inside of the fruit. Puts you in two different worlds. Because the sugar inside of the fruit is like, eat more, eat more, eat more. There's a reason for that. The sugar inside of the greens is kind of like, after X amount of greens, enough is enough. Right? And so then you have to establish some kind of discipline or some kind of understanding of how much is too much, because it's very subtle and very seductive, this thing we call sugar. And the reason why sugar is so very important, because in order for you to be addicted to life, you need sugar. Whilst at the same time, the addictions that take away your life have their inception in sugar. Right. So which sugar are you addicted to? Now we also find that happiness, or love, I should say, corresponds with sugar intake. It actually does. It's just with sugar. All right. And so when we feel like we're lacking in love, we try to fill that void by taking in excess amounts of sugar. So we eat ourselves into disease, because emotions that go unresolved transmigrate into appetite. And if the emotions still go unresolved, that appetite transmutes into disease as we overindulge in the craving that has its inception in the anxiety that corresponds with the sense of taste for something. You say, oh, I got a sweet tooth. No, you have a problem. You're calling it a sweet tooth. The reason why you're craving potato chips so much is because you're over anxious. You're stressed out. If you're not biting your nails, you probably want something crunchy to chew on. And that which is crunchy is normally saturated in oil and accompanied by salt. There's no coincidence why people who have similar struggles or strife wind up with similar disease. Because they wind up craving relatively the same thing. And everyone in that community is like, this is what we eat, it tastes good. No, they're feeding the anxiety in lieu of the fact that you're not aware that the only reason you have this addiction to certain foods, and that's the thing, people don't consider themselves addicted to foods, they consider themselves addicted to drugs, but the foods are drugs. They're a form of pharmaceuticals to an extent. They're medicine. So
they're releasing the same neurotransmitters in the brain.
Of course. And then so you'll crave your bread, and you crave other forms of flour, but never realizing that the body interprets it all as sugar. The same thing that takes place when you consume sugar is the same thing taking place relatively when you take in flour. To the body is like, this is all sugar.
The bloodstream.
So you know our people, we raised on lots of bread and lots of rice and lots of sugar, but to the brain, you're just constantly taking in sugar.
And in the wrong ratio, because when you're taking in all that processed sugar, all you're getting is glucose. And that's not even the major sugar that your brain wants to run on. Your brain prefers galactose, which you primarily get from certain veggies and figs, dates, things that are not really prevalent in our diet.
That's right. So you want to be careful with that. And then there's also the saturated fat versus trans fat mythology. And the trans fat being hydrogenated vegetable oil. You want to be careful as it solidifies in room temperature and your body takes it in, because there's good fats. And this is the problem between proteins and fats. People are like, yo, I need more protein. And I always say, what kind of protein are you looking for? They go, daru? They say, yo, I'm trying to lose some weight. I'm trying to get rid of this fat. Which fats are you trying to get rid of? Daru? I say, yo, who's the people that have you on these gain protein, lose fat things? And as we discussed before in one of our private classes, we discussed how the liver actually produces the calories that you need. And one of the functionalities of the liver is to process vitamin D so it can produce those healthy calories. And guess what? That took us back to the nutritional guide for the 2,000 calorie prescribed regimen, which we say we'll pass because Black people can be in the sun a whole lot more than other people. And because they're in the sun a whole lot more, their body produces more vitamin D. And therefore, their liver produces more calories in excess,
More nutrition.
and therefore we're normally thicker or heavier than most other races. You know, naturally we have that shape. Good fat though is part of our physiology. And so how can we follow a dietary regimen made after someone who has the complexities of accessing vitamin D, which corresponds with sunlight immediately, which means that their liver and our liver function under two different paradigms. So we shouldn't be making subscriptions to their 2,000 calorie diet. That makes no sense because our liver is not susceptible, or our body isn't susceptible to the things that their body's susceptible to when it comes to getting sunlight that would in turn produce the vitamin D that would set the liver on its course.
It's a different communication between mitochondrial DNA and nuclear DNA. Depending on where your bloodline lineage is from, determines what type of diet you need to be eating. So if you're from the equator, and it's evidence, you can see if you're darker skinned people, then obviously your people are from from a lit area on the planet. If that's the case, your mitochondrial DNA and your nuclear DNA are a lot more yoked. And as they become unyoked, disease becomes prevalent because you get more mutations in the mitochondrial DNA. If you're from a cold climate, your nuclear DNA and your mitochondrial DNA don't communicate as much, which means that you're going to have to supplant that with a higher amount of animal flesh to get the nutrition that you need, as opposed to the communication in your cells being able to produce things like high amounts of CoQ10, which evolved into what we know of today as vitamin K. Those are two critical nutrients to mitochondrial function that's not in diet. There are Black women right now dying after delivering babies because they don't have these two critical nutrients in their body. I'm getting ready to do a whole lecture on the truth behind fibroids being related to women's mitochondrial mutations, and just give up the goods on just how to heal it and reverse it. It just because it has to happen. You know what I'm saying? And we really have to get into this understanding, because we can debate whether the Black woman is God. We can debate that.
That's right.
I say it takes one to know one, meaning if the Black woman is God, that instantly makes the Black man God, so we gods. But on a cellular level, make no mistake, mitochondrial DNA runs the show.
And may I just add that, yeah, definitely cop that Maybach. That wasn't it. I'll be appearing at my new club tonight in that Maybach, and we'll find a way for someone to appear in my Ghost while I somehow appear in my new I-8. I'm coming out lit to celebrate tonight. If you want to come out, email brotherpolite45@gmail.com. If you're in LA, if you're going to come to the West Hollywood area, we start at 10 o'clock straight into the night. I just had to say that as part of the remedy, is part of the healing process, part of the therapy. I need conscious people to also socialize, not just connect with each other about deep bits of information. And then when it's time to get people's phone number and possibly matchmake,
They're gone.
we're gone. That's part of the sickness. And so definitely. Oh, you're gonna love the Maybach too. But let's stay focused, people. We got all night. We're gonna be streaming all night. You could go to Brother Polite. If this is really in your brain right now, you could go to facebook.com/Brother Polite. You can see the new toy that I just purchased. Inky was with me. I'm riding around all over. We had a very actually productive build about life and about progression and about success. It's amazing. We're probably on 200,000 people that viewed it so far. The last time I checked it was 180,000. In 1 hour, we did 160,000.
160K. That's
160,000 views in the first hour.
That's just about 1/5 of a million people was watching us.
Just like that.
In 1 hour. In 1 hour. You guys don't understand how powerful this thing is that we building here.
Yeah.
Don't be a part. Don't be a part. Like when this is all said and done, don't be a part of the people that try to destroy this thing. Like think for a second, advance to 50 years in the future. We are who they're going to discuss. We're writing the book of life now.
Now watch this. A person said, and don't think I'm feeding trolls. We're having an interaction. Everybody doesn't always have to agree. A person says, if you support capitalism, you support white supremacy. Well, whatever that means and represents to you, that's fine. But what we need to understand is this. Does capitalism exist?
See, that's escapism.
And it does.
That's escapism.
Capitalism exists.
That's a prime example of what I was talking about while you was on the conference call. That's escapism right there. So capitalism, see that person right there probably looks terrible. Their children look terrible. Their lady looks terrible. They eat horrible because they can't afford to get anything nutritious. They're not working out properly because they're not going to prioritize their life to afford themselves a gym membership or some things to work out within their house. They're going to take an excuse and say, you know what? Capitalism is horrible. So you know what? I'm not going to participate. I'm getting ready to be a bum. Spare some change. Spare some change. The same shit these niggas doing online.
That's what they doing.
Oh, you niggas, that shit they talking about is crazy. Hey, click the donate button. Nah, I ain't about a capitalism. We avoiding this society. This is all bullshit that they doing. They trying to trick you with thinking that you got to be, yo, a nigga claimed that, yo, I cannot make this shit up. A nigga said, wait, I'm scamming the people. I kid you not. I'm scamming the people by trying to get everybody to eat fruits and vegetables. I swear to God, I almost fucking peed on myself laughing so hard. I could not believe this shit. Yo. Because it's easier to just be sick, fat, and broke. It's easier to just cop out. It's easier to walk out the house on your children than listen to that woman telling you to find a better way to provide. It's easier for you to be ignorant than to take your time and educate yourself. It's easier to do that.
That's all true.
It's easier to say the aliens gonna free you. Aliens coming. Jesus coming.
This is going to be the next thing. The thing is this is going to be the next conversation. I thank you all for coming out into this chat as the numbers are constantly growing, though we will have to get off soon. This thing is about life. And I need to know, should people, because this part of sickness, y'all, should we feel guilty for indulging in life? I'm not even going to ask you where it comes from. We should know, and I know where it comes from. Religion.
That's right. The aliens is the new Jesus. They've given up on waiting for Jesus to come back, and now they're saying that the aliens are coming back.
And apparently many of them are on exit 49 or Route 3 on the highway. But the reality is this idea that if you enjoy...
Hold on 1 second.
No problem.
Don Juan, I'm very bad at email, and I really just wish people would stop emailing me. So 702-845-9814. Just shoot me a text, man. It's that simple. Shoot me a text. 702-845-9814.
Now, I just want y'all to realize this. One of the main purposes that I have, that I've realized, and this the key word is realize. You have to come into a realization. Y'all need to come to a realization of who and what you are. And that only happens when you put who you are into practice and see what you made up of. Like, if you were to start teaching your people and realize it wasn't working, your message wasn't getting through, what then might you do? Most of you would have stopped and then just criticize those who go further. Some of you will go and then criticize those who still went further than you. Because this is what's going on in the community. People attempt, it's hard, and then they say, you're busy distracting everyone from listening to me when there's billions of people on the planet. So here's the problem that we're facing. You don't realize who you are until you're confronted with adversity. You have to realize who you are by actually doing the work, being diligent, and being persistent. I've been so persistent at educating my people that I've taught on many different levels, and where people say, man, we missing the old polite. What happened to the old polite? And today I went into a very great diatribe and very aggressive diatribe about the old polite, who was undermined by his own people. The old polite who allowed people to sell his DVDs on several corners, and none of these people gave me any percentage of anything. Get an appreciation from a customer. Thank you. So the old polite, thank you. Let there be light. I knew I was missing one of my lights. I'm like, yo, this stream is looking a little different. I know I'm dark, but I mean, damn. Thank you.
Every day we lit, you can't tell me shit.
I mean, that took the light, y'all. So listen. What? You did. What do you? How could you say what? Like you're shocked.
Gave you light.
She grabbed the heaviest damn light in the house. She got all sorts of lights. But she
see no evil, hear no evil.
I mean, you can see the muscles in her arms. I'm like, baby, why you even ask me to carry it for you? She just.
I'm watching the stream and I'm like, he needs light. So
of course I need light. The very light you took. How convenient. I'm watching the stream and I realize my baby needs light.
I'm about to take
no, the people need the light. I'm watching the stream and I realize my baby needs light. The very light that I took. Okay. That was convenient. That she's good. This is why I'm great at debating. This is why I'm great at debating, because I got these women around me constantly playing games, and then they do stuff like that. They make sounds like while I'm talking, and then I gotta have the patience to say, even though this is very immature, and they're not allowing me to speak. And if I do say something again towards the argument, I will be interrupted by another and then I just eventually have to learn either submit or talk loud over it. And then I lose my voice. And then when it's time to do a stream, I'd be like, yeah, so today, and then she wins again. So now, like 10 years later, this is also the old polite. Come think about it. 10 years later, polite is just smart. Polite is just way smarter. Okay. And you know, I'm gonna tell y'all this. No doubt. I'm gonna tell y'all this. Let me just text this guy because I have to just let him know I appreciate his appreciation. Okay, go get one after the other. Let me appreciate one of these appreciations back. So now I'm saying this. I've realized who I am by staying consistent. See, people bail out when it gets tough and they don't realize who they are.
That's right.
So when you stay in the thick of things and you say, damn, these people are
pressure's on. That's right.
They're attacking me.
Yeah.
And then some of us have a mentality, well, I'm staying. You can't push me away. And now I'm going to reformat and I'm going to make me better, because somewhere in here is true. There's people sitting there laying in wait for any mistake that I make. You would not imagine how much people attempt to bribe me by saying, hey, if you don't do, I'm going to do a video. And I used to say, man, kiss my ass. Go ahead and do it. What you think? But now I have the same response minus those words. I don't need to get involved with that energy.
No.
You do what you do, because guess what? After you do what you do, I'll still be more successful than you, because my success will outlast your trolling. Let me move forward. The question I have for people is this. Spirits are spirits for the spiritual, and are the spiritual for the spiritual realm. If this is so, and it makes sense, spirit, spiritual, spirituality, spiritual realm, realm where the spirits roam. This is their abode. If this be the case, then there's the physical realm. And then there's physical people. This is the physical abode, hence the term physicality. Sports, it's physical.
Yeah.
Physical sports. So you may say, man, so where's the point at, right? The point is, I'll have a whole eternity, presumably, to be a spirit when I die. Right now, I'm physical.
That's right.
And this doesn't mean I shouldn't tap into the spirituality. And I believe the only reason I need to tap in to my spirituality is in preparation for when I transition from the physical realm.
That's right.
But I do not try to escape the physical world
That's right.
by using spirituality as a coping mechanism
That's right.
to evade the responsibility that is known as our obligation to exist on this level at this scale. What does this mean? I'm going to tell you what it means. I have to drive the nice car. I'm going to wear the nice clothes.
Hold on.
I'm going to be with the most attractive.
Bring that
women.
back. Bring that back. You got to do what?
I got to drive the nice cars.
You got to do what?
I got to spend the money.
You got to do what?
I got to be around the most beautiful women, and I need to have sex with them responsibly.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me stop you right there. Because I was watching this guy who made a video, quote unquote, tearing Polite up as usual, right?
Damn, which one is that?
Right. So I'm not even going to name him. I'm not going to give him no free promo. He's getting enough promo using your name in his search engine.
That's right.
Then every time he do the video on you, donate here. And
again, I asked, which one is that?
True definitions of parasites.
That's right.
Because you're making videos about other people and then saying donate. Where's your creativity? No, it's not him. Iman L. It's not him. I'll give you that hint. But wait.
But he does it too.
Yeah, definitely. But wait. So the brother's like, he says, now, you know what? When I say what he said, people gonna know. He says,
with that being said,
right. Oh, no, not the Peace Family. No, not Peace Family.
Damn. Well, that's two down.
Wait, no, he said, I have proof for you that the black woman is no good.
Oh, the newest one. Okay.
If she gets pregnant by a man, she'll do it again. I said, wait, what the fuck did he just say?
Yeah, he did say that.
Then he said, my good old white girl, I could come in her unlimited amount of times without having to worry about her getting pregnant. This is what I'm trying to tell you about these black women. They're no good. I said, am I living in bizarro land? Is this the fucking Twilight Zone? Is this nigga has a platform promoting unresponsible sex? Let's find women where we can have sex with these women and come in them as much as possible every day without having to worry about the responsibility of a baby, without having to worry about the fiscal, financial responsibility of this woman, without having to worry about her well-being. Is that the shit we promoting now? And
you got him.
And wait, we've got to expose this nigga Polite because, you know, this nigga Polite's talking about
taking care.
Wait, having sex with beautiful women.
Yeah, being responsible.
Wait, and then keeping them and taking care of them. Get rid of that out of the community. We've got to find these guys who think they're supposed to women and then be responsible for them and be responsible for what comes out of the sexual act. And we've got to expose these guys and get rid of them. I said, what kind of crazy shit is this going on in the community?
And so I bring it back and I say, hey, listen to me, family. This is very important. Extremely important. Don't let no one, and this got to be a show. Maybe we do this sometime tomorrow. Do not allow anybody to trick you out of life with poverty teaching.
Oh my God.
Don't let people trick you out of life.
Woo!
And what do I mean by this? Well, I can mess around and sacrifice a lifetime to commit to a virtual consensus that stipulates not life, because our people are dying The whole while, everyone is dibbling and dabbling in birthday parties, baby showers, going to movies.
That's right.
Even if you're eating your favorite dish from time to time. You are eating your favorite dish from time to time. You need to understand this. You're indulging.
That's right.
If you're eating an extra plate because it just tastes good. If you say, you know what, today I'm going to eat some strawberry shortcake because, I'm feeling myself. Well, you know what? My I-8 is my strawberry shortcake. But damn it, if you just are on the level of a strawberry shortcake and you feel you deserve it, hopefully it's gluten-free. But what I'm going to tell you is this. You, brothers and sisters, have a responsibility before you leave this planet to contend that there was more things going on that were good and beneficial than that which is bad. And if you cannot see the good in this life, these people have tricked you into suicide. They tricked you into suicidal tendencies. I speak to people about, hey, look, I've done the protest when people get killed. I'm down. I do the lectures about how to effectively mobilize. I'm down. So when I tell you tonight we're going to the club, kiss my fucking ass if you can't understand that. Because you're not going to have me slaving over and over, figuratively speaking, over a hot stove, and then tell me I can't eat after I damn cooked the food already.
That's right. That's right.
It's your responsibility to enjoy life. Why can't I contribute to the movement and then say, you know what, these are my off hours. Don't tell me shit about any black people dying while I'm living. I'm living life. I don't want to hear that shit. Yo, they just shot this one. Sorry, bro. Wrong conversation. My office hours are on the live stream.
I was about to say, hit me in the morning. We on that. We on that. Yo, hit me up as soon as we get to shoot me a text. We got you tomorrow.
Yo, listen. All I'm saying is, don't let people fool you into thinking you gotta constantly behave like you always upset about what's going on. No, I'm gonna tell you, I'm also happy about a lot of things going on. There's black people doing amazing things that we don't discuss because our minds are so saturated and always pointing out all of the destruction and all of the struggle. We don't even take the time out to say, you know what, let's commend a young man for being skipped 3 grades.
That's right.
Let's commend this sister for graduating with college credits while in high school.
That's right. 12 and 13 years old.
Let's do that.
Everything you point out negative that's going on. The person that gets shot down or whatever it is that you pick out. There's 3 or 4 or 5 beautiful things going on in our community that you could have highlighted.
That's right. We don't always got to talk about something negative to establish ourselves as black conscious.
Yep, because that just promotes the fear.
And it shows you're not aware of the good going on.
That's
right. You create this false perception of what's really taking place. And then when people come here smiling, you say, don't trust them. One of the number one things that people are mad at us both about, if you had to combine something that they're mad at Inky for and mad at me for, it's because we're smiling all the time. Or we're laughing. Yo, them fake laughs. Nigga, you know you're not really laughing. Hey. Y'all know y'all don't like each other. Yo, listen.
I got 10 beautiful children.
10.
That makes me, if I never make another dollar, that makes me rich till I die.
And that's why I said some people are so poor, all they have is money.
Man,
I hope you're walking with me. Some people are so poor, all they have is money.
Polite walk in this door, his house is lit. Children, women, daddy, I love you. Babe, where was you at? These guys, you can see they're making video after video after video in their bedroom. You know, they don't have children, or they have children maybe they're not taking care of. And that's not to put them down, but that's to say they don't really have love outside of what they're getting via social media. So they live through social media, and it's already been proven scientifically that a like, a view, these things, a pinch, a nudge, whatever that shit is on Facebook, releases the same type of dopamine now as an actual handshake, as a hug, as a kiss.
And let me talk about this part. When people go, this person said this about your wife, you're not going to kill him? Yo, you better watch your wife.
No, my response is I'm going to love my wife even harder.
They say, hey, keep your wife around me because I defend her. And of course they write this in hopes that she's reading it. So it's true. So what they don't realize is when a man has children, especially daughters, they don't realize your testosterone level goes down.
That's right.
It's true. And that's not because you help contribute to the child. So boom, every time I contribute to a child, now that the child's alive, my testosterone level goes down. No. It's the sentiment that they give you in the form of love. When they say, daddy, you become so disarmed. You actually minimize your aggression when you're actually contributing to fatherhood. However, the only thing that'll probably make you more violent is if people attack your children. You feel what I'm saying? And so understand this. Very good, sir. Preach, David Banner.
Add it again.
Where did you get your knowledge from? You're intelligent.
Join the God Complex course.
You already know. Get that God Complex course. So I'm sitting here and I'm like, yo, I did the research on this.
Yo, that green screen David Banner name is not going to go anywhere. I'm sorry. I did the research on this. Pick up.
It's okay. I did the research on this and it's real. Your testosterone levels go down as a man, the more children you start fathering.
That's right.
I mean, I'm not saying, oh, you're a daddy and you're all the way over there. I mean, when you have to really commit yourself to children.
That's right.
It actually raises your IQ. This is a scientific study. Do your homework. Men's IQ actually goes up if they contribute consistently to their children, whilst at the same time, their testosterone level actually goes down
because
they become less aggressive.
I was about to say the violent tendencies dissipate so that you can transition from to actually being a dad because it requires patience.
There you go. And patience is equal or synonymous with intellect or intellectuality. And the reason why I say that is because the most interconnected part of the brain is the amygdala, which is located in the limbic system. And this is where fear resonates in all animals. And so what happens is because the amygdala is the most interconnected part of the brain, the first thing that registers to the mind when it's something unknown is fear.
Yep. And
we get paralyzed by that fear. And then we respond to that fear almost effective immediately, whether it's to run or whether it's to fight or flight. Whereby if we took the time out to be patient, then we allow reasoning to take place. But one will have to exercise patience so that they can segue for intellect.
Now check this fly shit out. They came up with, and this is beautiful because it's actually the Catholic Church. Do your homework, all right? Go watch the video I just did on how to detox yourself from party pills and drugs. It was the Catholic Church, a pastor, a preacher, a white man, that actually pushed Molly and ecstasy into the community. And the reason they hit the black community with it is because ecstasy, which became Molly, which is now powder MDMA, works on blocking fear in the body. So this is why you do it. This is how you bring this to poverty-stricken people. And this is why the other sister drug, the Percocets, the Oxycontins, they work on the pain. So you people that don't want to fight for your life, you don't want to live in this moment, you don't want to learn this money and this health so you can live a better life. They're giving you party pills to block the pain and the fear and escape. And now you got people coming into the community saying, hey, don't even worry about this life at all. Capitalism is a tool of the devil. Just let your astral body escape and go with the aliens into the 12th dimension. And meanwhile, when you go into the 12th dimension, you'll be able to see that everything that Brother Polite and Inky was saying was bullshit. And this is what consciousness is. It's spirituality.
Actually,
And
watch that stream.
spirituality is, yo, that shit was so crazy. I'm like, yo, are people listening to this?
Hey, what's
shit?
this question? Is Polite a full vegan or a dietary vegan? Do you understand? I'm sorry, family.
Wait,
I ain't trying to play.
let's give them a chance to rephrase that.
Hey, Siege, rephrase that. Rewrite that. Is Polite a full vegan or a dietary vegan?
I've never seen Polite eat any meat.
Yeah, don't. That's why you'll never see it.
I've never seen that. And I've known Polite longer than everybody in this stream and in YouTube land has.
It's a fact.
So
He would catch me slipping.
yeah, I would have been. I've never seen him even come close to no shit. Like, we have boundaries, bro. Everybody slips a little bit back, but there's certain boundaries, certain lines we don't cross. You know what I'm saying? And you guys, well, not you guys, because y'all obviously here because y'all love us, we love y'all. But there's a lot of the conscious community being led astray now by people that are actually so comfortable that people in the conscious community are zombies, that they're literally making videos exposing people trying to teach economics and health while smoking who knows what's inside these blunts and sipping lean. And I'm saying to myself, wait a minute. We're teaching fraudulent shit as this motherfucker is sipping on lean and smoking who knows the fuck what?
You see what he's possessed by.
Because once you start talking about the aliens that you communicating with, I don't even think that's weed in that blunt. I think that's some of that new age PCP crushed MDMA. I don't know what the fuck is in that shit. I call Inky eating chicken. Nah, just fucking with y'all. Oh man,
Man, you funny, man.
it's all love, man. But yeah, man, you know, niggas got certain boundaries they just ain't gonna cross.
And listen, all I do is drill myself of how these animals are being murdered, and that keeps me away from them.
A very good book to read on if you really serious about understanding some of these things. Animals in the digestive system. AIDS is the short acronym for the book. And it talks about how these cows, these chickens, these pigs, these turkeys, they all have the very diseases that are plaguing us. And when you consume so much of their blood and hormones, their hormones begin to instruct your cells to behave in the sick manner that theirs is. And you actually can contract a lot of these illnesses just from that alone. It's a really good book to read. Animals in the digestive system.
And you want to also keep in mind, living with animals can also plague you because you adopt or take on their DNA.
Facts.
There's 3 different forms. There's transduction, there's conjugation, and there's transformation. All 3 of which being auspices of horizontal gene transfer.
Facts.
So you can pick up DNA.
Yep.
And become part of the entities you are coexisting with, and in turn be susceptible to the same ailments or diseases.
That's right.
This is true.
It's a fact. And if you don't want to get that deep, just think about what a flu is. Every 5 minutes, the flu,
like bird flu.
That's right. The flus
that's
only
DNA
come from,
flying in the air.
That's right. The flus only come from the animals that have been subjugated by man to live amongst us and usually work for us in some type of way. So you got swine flu, avian flu, horse flu, dog flu. You don't have wild animal flu. Donald Parks. We knew somebody was gonna be like, wait a minute. Inky, y'all in Detroit or y'all in Cali?
In Cali, man.
If we was in Detroit, we'd be in front of the green screen. So yeah, we definitely in Cali. We definitely lit. We definitely at the club tonight. Yes, we're at the club.
Yes. Go to brotherpolite@gmail.com. Brotherpolite45, pardon me. Brotherpolite45@gmail.com. If you're in the LA area and you want to club with us tonight, I just want to party with conscious people and celebrate life. We spend a lot of time talking about what's not working for us. There's quite a bit of things that are working for us. And if we don't put no positive affirmations out there, things will not go in our favor. You know, while you're experiencing hell, there's people undoubtedly of your race that are experiencing heaven every day. But most of the time, It's a matter of perception. It's a matter of what you put into your mind.
Here's one of them.
Nice little $400 plus book.
Somebody just said, what books do you read to look this information up? Here's one. This is a college textbook. This is a college textbook. I gave you Animals and Digestive System already. So I mean, people think they, and you know what? 9 out of 10 times when people ask that question, they don't ask that question intending to purchase the book.
I like the hats. They are fly, but if they are real leather, I would never
Buy one because I'm a full vegan.
Now, I think he's trying to clean up for the other question. 'Cause he never reworded that question. So now you're going after our hats.
Hey, listen, I'm going to be honest. All right. There's 2 groups of vegan/vegetarians. The really large community are vegans and vegetarians that are choosing not to eat animals because they want to save the animals. I am not interested in, let me not say that. I'm not interested in saving the animals because I am interested in saving the animals. If I see an animal, like people walk on animals, people walk on flowers, like if I got a way around, I don't do that kind of thing. But that's not what made me choose to stop eating animals. I don't promote vegan and vegetarian lifestyles to save animals. I promote vegan and vegetarian lifestyles to save niggas. You, me, your children, my children. The planet that we live on, sustainable culture. 70% of the poisonous gases destroying the atmosphere are from farmed animals to eat. Farmed animals to eat. The reason why there's a water shortage is because 3/4 of the potable water, the clean water, goes to animals first. Not animals because we love them and we're raising them to keep them and we want to, no, to eat them. Resources are being added. So my thing is about saving us, people, the planet. And as a byproduct, restoring the harmony and ma'at on this planet, because in my humble research from what our ancestors left us, we were here to protect the life on this planet, not to consume it. The rest of this, the life on this planet. Destroy it. We're the best of the best of the best here for a reason. Comes responsibility. I'm a vegan, vegetarian, and preach that to the people around because I see why. I see how we're dying from an epidemic of premature, preventable death. And it's a simple solution. In Catch, I was sending out pictures. I posted one on my Instagram, the vegan crab cake. Yeah, nuts. Somebody gonna say, how can it be vegan if it's a crab cake? I said, man, what's wrong? I said, because there's no crab in it. It's made from hearts of palm. What's wrong with you? But what I'm saying is there are there's a plethora of delicious culinary treasures that are not only healthy or beneficial to your cells, but fucking delicious. Right, Detroit.
It's funny. It just popped up.
Crazy.
It's so crazy. He said, fucking delicious. I'm like, this is actually delicious right here. She's from Detroit. Yes.
Big up Detroit.
Yes. Finless unsub this shit. Fuck all this health shit anyway. Let me know when the beef is back on.
Wow. Wait. We needed a picture of that.
All right, I'm going to.
We need a picture of that.
Got it real quick before this goes.
Man, finna unsub from this bullshit.
Let me
Fuck
know
all this healthy shit.
Let me know when the beef is back on.
Man, do y'all see what we dealing with?
Now, I hope I ain't blocked someone who was being facetious.
Somebody really typed that into the comments. Let me know when the beef is back on. Like that's crazy, man. That's
I love the block party. Keep it up.
Oh man.
Yo, listen,
We really gonna have a block party tonight though. It's gonna be lit.
it's gonna be lit. And again, the only reason I'm doing the clubbing thing with the conscious folk, people say I'm trying to convert the conscious community to all sorts of forms of materialism. I'm saying we already materialized at this point. You just better deal with it. It's a fact. And I realized that a lot of conscious people, we're so analytical and we've read so many books and we've watched so many lectures, we almost forget how to communicate with our own brothers and sisters. So now we have to say communities saturated with crackheads and other drug and substance abusers, and there has to be some kind of disconnect. There's a bunch of women who's soliciting their body in a form of prostitution, which tells me that the men obviously don't know how to wife, as we say, to wife a woman, because I'm pretty sure those women are not walking around saying I'm married. Yes, they may have some weird situations where some of these strippers married, granted. Because someone always will say the other thing that you're talking about, like it's an absolute truth. So average brother, right? Or pardon me, the average sister that is stripping, obviously, she obviously is not in a committed relationship or married. What does that tell me? Well, when people say, look at her, she's shaking her ass, I'm saying, where are the men at? Because, I mean, how many wives am I going to have? Listen, the reality is this. And I mean, it's a joke and it's not a joke. So what I'm saying is, we got to find a way to socialize. It's very clear that when the intelligent men, yo, man, it's difficult trying to get these chicks. Then you know what's happening. You know all the other information except for how to connect with the women. But then the ego sets in and says, well, I don't want no one teaching me about women because I am man. And now we have a bunch of single women and single men who will wind up having sex with the same gender. But the men may just turn around and just say, hey, you know what? I'm just going to have sex whenever I can get under whatever terms and conditions. While the women will say, hey, you've been there for me every time the man has sex with her under any condition, that now, since you've been there for me all the time, old girl, the girls get together.
Let's get it.
So I'm just saying we got to focus on how to socialize. So part of what I'm doing is a social experiment, if you will. And don't turn it into something Illuminati-like. It's not.
Oh, man.
But it's a social experiment. We don't like the word.
We already Illuminati'd out.
Great. Well, you may not like the phraseology, but it's a social experiment because last year when I took the conscious community out for my birthday, I had a party bus, stripper poles, everything in there.
Yep.
It didn't mean it had to go down like that, so don't do that. But it's a social experiment.
That's how the buses come.
Yeah, with the bathroom and everything in there. We lit. And I just wanted to see how people behave. And I had some voluptuous women on there. Galore. Anybody that was around for my party, they know what it is. We party on the rooftop, and then we party in the bus and travel the city. You know, I had my Ghost and the Benz Sprinter. I was rolling like the president. I go on the bus periodically. I can show you the video. It's amazing. I dance for everybody because I'm the birthday guy.
But I tried to tell y'all, he's holding back. If y'all think what y'all see is crazy, y'all haven't seen anything for real yet.
Hey, look at the new keys. Look at the new keys. Nah, let me stop. Let me start, actually.
New keys are not even keys anymore. It's remotes.
Yes. And so I realized we got work to do. Last year, I sat there and I said, you know what? Evidently, I need to do more of these parties. And I need to have more amazingly sexy women involved. And I need to make sure the cars keep getting more and more sophisticated as you open the doors. Because I think we're shying away from this part of life. I think if you're hiding from it, you're scared of yourself because then you know something's wrong with you. Me, I just embrace it. I go in both feet. Whoa! It was great up in that little bar. I wiped the sweat off my head. But guess what? Home with my family. Let me explain this to you. Who's coming to the club tonight? My daughter and her friends, my wives. Okay, and guess what? Yeah, I hang out with my wives. I club with my wives. I've never been to a club without them. I hang out with my family.
Facts.
I like being around them. Even when I go to the club, I just chill. Like,
Trust me, I know we was in the most turned up fucking club in LA.
And listen,
with Wiz Khalifa and King Los. Oh my goodness.
And listen, when you driving what I'm driving, like murder. Yo, when you driving what I'm driving and you connected with the people I'm connected with and you go into places I go into, most times you say, let's leave the wife home. And no, daughter, you can't hang out with me. But it's an honor if my daughter wants to be around. My daughter tells her friends, this is my daddy. This is my father. My daughter does this. So since my daughter is excited and she appreciates me as a father, I'm not going to turn around and tell her, no, you can't come. I'm going to be like, yo, come on and bring your friends. You feel what I'm saying?
Facts.
Because if she's not hanging out with me, who's she hanging out with?
That's right.
So I'm like, shit, I get to spy on my daughter for free.
That's right.
Let's do it.
That's right. And they get to see the example.
No, let me stop. I don't have to spy on her. She's a good sister.
And they get to see the example of what it's supposed to look like.
Yes. So my family, everybody gonna be up in it. You know, I'm not tempted where I gotta be like, damn, you seen that woman in that fat ass? Next time I'm leaving, I'm in at home. No, I'm in that ass. So, that was the woman I was talking about. That's my wife. And there's different shapes. So you're gonna go to wife 2, 3, or 4. They're all beautiful to me. I don't get enough. You know why? Because I have enough. And this is just me talking. You don't have to live like this. You don't have to think like this. But being so honest and upfront about my wants, like when people say a real man would only, no. A real man tells the truth about what he wants. And he practices and demonstrates what he wants presently while he exists. He doesn't dream about it, he lives it. So I, as a real person, I'm here. There you go. Feel me? Man, pun intended. I, as a real person, say I really want more than one woman. And I'm honest. And then I really find women who really don't mind it. And they're allowed at any point where it's like, hey, you know, I just need to be solo. It's been great. I don't want to hold nobody against their will. White people can't understand that. I'm in a space mentally where I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna morally obligate myself to you, sister. Tell me what you need to get done, and let me see if it's beyond me at this particular point in my life. Like right now, I'm not really interested in converting nobody out of no religion. It's just something I'm not interested in right now. I wouldn't mind some years ago. Right now, I'm too busy to be having that fight. So that changed. Things change each year. You grow in stature, you grow in experience, and then you have different criteria for people that you engage relationship-wise. You can outgrow people too, so we have to appreciate the fact that sometimes we outgrow each other. And it's been a great experience, but if we prolong the process, we'll hurt each other. Sometimes you gotta separate. And we don't learn how to get together, so we definitely do not know how to part. And we have to learn these things. So for me, being real is all about being honest, despite who it offends. Of course, we do our best not to offend people. So, of course, we do it unintentionally. But to be real, I say this is the lifestyle I choose to lead. And certainly there must be people on the planet who are in conformity with this ideology. And if that be the case, it stands to reason that I need not oppress someone who's not for it, because I can find people just as beautiful if it's about beauty, and just as intelligent if it's about intellect, that will confide in the same space of thought. Why argue with someone to try to be down with this?
That's right.
And let me save them oppression and burden for years, to the point it turns into resentment for them. And they're lashing out at me and I'm lashing out at them because we're both not being honest that we both don't belong here. I hope you're listening to me. I'm a young man, but I've lived quite the life so far. All right? Thank you, family. If you appreciate what I'm talking about, press the number 9, because this comes with experience. And this is how we can get out of the hells that we call relationships. Press 9 if you're appreciating the information for me, family.
Might ask me about skincare. I was supposed to actually do a show.
I'm asking y'all to put a 9 into the cup. I'm not asking for no money. Just put a 9 in the cup.
There you go. There we go.
You put a 9 in the cup.
Okay, it's getting lit.
There you go. Thank you, family.
Um,
Now keep teaching. You need to know if you're walking with me.
wow.
Wow, that's dope.
I was supposed to do something on the beard thing, but me and the brother didn't connect. To Dion. Dion said, does selenium melanin come from sulfur melanin? It doesn't exactly go like that. There's two different types of eumelanin, one type of pheomelanin. Pheomelanin is produced the exact same way as eumelanin is produced. The only difference is large amounts of sulfur thiol being present at the conversion point for dopamine into. So, right, timing niggas out, putting people in the putting dunce caps on folks. You're getting timed out,
Yo.
But join the class if you want that info. God Complex course will get you there. You'll get the whole breakdown on that, and
say you don't have to donate one. Like, get that. You're right. I got to put that on there. But thank you all for listening.
Wait a minute. Hold on. You don't have a donate button, Brother Polite?
Nah.
You mean all these free classes that's going on right here?
It is what
You're not trying to scam folks out of money?
Oh, no, I'm too smart to be broke.
Wait a minute. Hold on. So you mean every time you accept money from people, you actually give them a product, a service, or a combination of the two?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's normally the tradition, but I just like to thank you all. I try to keep a straight face with this guy. Yo, listen. Oh boy, listen. I'm about to drive my daughter to class. She has acting class. I told her I will finish the stream a little early. We did rock out, I think, for about an hour and a half.
No, we went in.
And this was a lot of quality information and a lot of quality people. A lot of people came through, and it's great to see people come out for credible information that doesn't necessarily reek of havoc and negativity. We just proved something here special, because I've been watching what's going on online. I'm like,
no one teaches?
Is addicted. These guys are addicted to negativity.
Yep.
When they don't get the promise of the views from attempting to teach something, which is another problem, because then we realize there's no attempt. I think they've conceded to the fact that these are the teachers.
And you can see the views and the subscriptions go down when they try to actually teach something that they know.
Yeah, people are like, nigga, you know what we here for.
Okay, Brother Polite's a scammer. Boop, views go back up.
Hey, let's talk about black liberation. They ain't buying that. You ain't into that. You into attacking black people. You ain't find one white folk. You ain't find one white person to troll in the whole career that you've launched on YouTube. So let's be for real. Okay, let's be for real. All right. So again, we thank you very much.
Did you just try to turn off the live stream?
I'm sure it can do it. Hey, the lights change when you go into a dark forum. The windows go up if you forget to leave them up.
Yo, that car has done everything except turn into a motherfucker. I'm waiting for that shit to go.
When you take the Batmobile on the highway, oh, listen, take a pic of those UFOs. No, they gonna think I'm the UFO when I get on the highway with this.
Oh man.
Yeah, so I like to think that.
Tonight's block party has been sponsored by Hip Hop Inquirer magazine. www.hiphopinquirer.com.
Yo, Hip Hop Inquirer, thank you, man. He's funny, man. Tonight's block party has been sponsored by. Thank y'all so much. You go to IamBrotherPolite.com for any of the books and DVDs that I've produced thus far. I haven't done this in quite some time, actually. For those of you looking to do the stream, you're going to get an update about the stream. You should have one already, but you're going to get another one tomorrow. It's going to be an update about the stream, dates and times officially, as we close out, because we got a conference coming up, a numerology, astrology, and holistic health conference coming up with several teachers, and we're doing it back-to-back days, Saturday and Sunday.
We got Supernova Slum?
Yeah, we got
You got KT off degree?
KT is there. That's there.
Oh,
we got goodness. King Simon. We got Aminette. We definitely got Aminette and Tumray in the building. She's gonna go in.
It's gonna be some fire.
If you're interested in any of the books, DVDs, services, consultation, So you can drive around in them Batmobiles like I. You can go here for your consultation service. Of course, there's health, there's books, there's DVDs, there's New Covenant related things. Join the community, get the mentorship from Brother Polite directly. There's things that needs to be done.
Social media.
So we love you a great deal, and we appreciate you for everything you do. This is I Am Brother Polite. YouTube, go to IamBrotherPolite.com, and be sure to also donate towards the movement. You can do that as well. And in which case you could donate towards our vegan revolution, where we give away vegan food to homeless people with the aid of members in gang culture. So we haven't stopped that as well. So again, I thank you for everything, for the support, for the love, the attention to this information, because this was a very powerful course today. It was a very powerful class. Felt like a course. And I'm gonna do my best to get another one of these classes going before you leave for absolutely free. Just because the love is there, the energy is right, and I'm just extremely satisfied.
We give to the family.
I'm extremely satisfied
We give
about
to the
what took
family.
place tonight.
Yeah.
And we're on time, and we still managed to give the people almost 2 hours of data, and that's the most impressive part for me, because I really just want to give them as much time and attention to the cause as possible.
Yeah. And the best thing you can do for your skin, family, if you have darker pigmented skin, is get into eating the foods and the fruits and the vegetables that have high content of galactose. That is the sugar that your keratinocytes actually use to stabilize melanin.
Hey, look, before we leave, hold on, let me try to get to this guy. If y'all really deal with numerology, why haven't y'all figured out sports fake and know how to predict them? Well, we don't deal with numerology necessarily to create predictions about sports. You might have to talk to the other folk.
Numerology is better to be used for predictions in your life, your social life, how you interact with your brother and your sister and your children and your business.
And when you see the solar numerology that we employ, it's integrated with the simulation hypothesis. Okay, it simulates,
That's right.
It corresponds with M theory or supersymmetry. Okay, so we're going to go into theoretical physics.
This ancient science.
Exactly. When we deal with solar numerology, my field, it entails a great deal of theoretical physics and autopoiesis, which in turn takes you to biosymbiotics. People just feel like I'm using a bunch of words for that reason. That's your insecurity talking. These are the actual fields that are named in such a way to identify what you need to learn or what you will be learning in turn. So as far as sports is nowhere on the list for what I teach in terms of solar numerology.
Now, wait a minute. You can go to Sports Conscious and subscribe.
Yes, you can do that. Go to Sports Conscious, family, and subscribe to that channel. No more Clippers games. Damn, I hope you're not antagonizing me. We'll get you out of here, Jay Windsor. Got my eye on you now.
Oh, shit.
Don't let the block party come to a neighborhood near you.
Listen, man, this is LeBron season right now, man. LeBron is doing something special once again.
Okay, so if you're predicting the sports using gematria, I'm presuming you're rich, because there are gambling routes you can take, and then you can fund the black movement, or you can do what you need to do to come up. So
Facts.
Please, by all means, gamble with that knowledge you have.
Get it in. Well, wait a minute.
We're watching Jay laugh out loud. That's right.
Look, if he knows what's getting ready to happen, then it's not even a gamble. So go ahead and get that sure money and bring it back to us and fund the movement, and let's do what we have. Let's build as a community.
If this is not the case, Samantha Soul ATL said Polite have a daily stalker. He need an order of protection. It's ridiculous. And we've actually had this serious discussion.
I was about to say, Samantha, I've told him this quite a bit.
And Hip Hop Inquirer.
That's facts.
All right, and other family members. So, having said that, we thank you again. Go to IamBrotherPolite.com for any of your needs. And we love you, and we'll continue to love you. Let's make it happen. Peace. Somebody's always trying to get blocked at the very last minute. I love it.
Right. They must have
Peace.
just got on. Or maybe that's somebody that already got blocked, made a new fake account, and they're back. Oh, my goodness.
Iluvu.